It's the Fox 17 Rockin' Review. We're hanging out on the web and YouTube, and I've got the incredible Jeff King. Probably know him from playing with Reba, played with Patty Loveless, doing a lot of studio work, just 2 hits with Lee Brice.
Yeah, it's been great.
Life is good.
A lot of fun. Life is good. Lots of fun.
And guitars are good.
Yeah.
And Jeff came in, and he's been a player of Taylor guitars since the 80s. And I'm actually holding his 1986 model, which is just a beautiful instrument, as you can see. And you've used this one a little bit on tour and in the studio.
I've used it a lot, yeah. Early in the 80s, after I got it, I toured with Patty Loveless, and we covered the world, so it's lucky to be in one piece.
You know what? It's just gorgeous. From the inlays on the headstock up here and down on the bridge, and of course, being the guitar geek I am, I looked inside the sound hole and saw Bob's signature there on the neck joint, and you don't see that on the new ones, really.
That was early on. Yeah, that was definitely early on.
And you've taken incredible care of this.
And it's aged well.
Yeah, and I mean, the tonality is just like, wow. Yeah. And we're also going to talk about the new model that Taylor just came out with, that you were opening us up with, Jeff, and that's the Grand Orchestra.
Right. Grand Orchestra is a great guitar.
It's a 518E. What do you think about it?
I think I love this guitar, and I might be able to get this in my car later. But
exactly, as we're carrying out this one.
That's right. No, the depth on this guitar certainly makes a difference in the sound. It's got great projection, and it's very hi-fi sounding. So I love this guitar. It just wants to be picked up and played. And,
it does.
And right out of the box. Just tune it and go.
And you sound incredible on it. It's funny, I was telling you, I've been playing it at home since Taylor's been letting me borrow it to demo it. And it's like every time I'd come home, I'd grab that one instead of grabbing some of my other guitars. But hearing it out in front of you, it's like, what a great tonality. Oh, yeah. You've got some of the bass end of a jumbo, but then also you've got some of the mid and everything of a dreadnought.
Right, yeah. It's like a cannon going off. It just explodes out. So
it is. I mean, I think it would be a great instrument for backing up singers and such. And you obviously do a lot of that.
I do a lot. And great singer-songwriter guitar for people. So
yeah, and we were talking about the electronics too, Jeff, to where yours has the older system, obviously being made back in the 80s. Right. And then the Grand Orchestra has the new Expression system.
Right, yeah. I'm sure this is a lot more developed than the 9-volt and a cord that goes with that one.
Well, and I thought what was neat was that, I was reading up on the Expression system, and besides having the volume and the treble and bass adjustments on it, it's also got a built-in fuse underneath here.
Oh, really?
To where if it gets a bad ground or something, and it's got multiple pickups within it.
Wow.
To really get more of the tonality of the top. And like we talked, it's got the rosewood side and back, and it's got the spruce top. And I think that one's going to age very well.
I think so. And as you know, they don't stop out there. They keep on pushing for the next great thing, so I can't wait to see what
I was talking with the Taylor people at the NAMM show, like you and I were talking, and I guess Bob Taylor turned one of his new designers loose on this, to where he was looking to upgrade the 855 model and do something different than a regular jumbo, as we all know. And it's got the top of a dreadnought, the bottom of a jumbo, and it's sort of the best of both worlds. And like I said, I think Taylor is always good about innovating, and they don't just sit and go, hey, this was a nice guitar that we made in '86. They're like, how can we make this better? What can we do differently? Yeah. And I think they constantly have players and musicians like yourself in mind.
Yeah. Well, they always they ask for a lot of input from a lot of the guys that are using the guitars, and hey, that's a handy thing.
Yeah, so. just like Leo Fender used to do back in the day.
That's right.
And I think it's paying off with great Taylor guitars, and just like I was telling you about the GS Mini also, that I got to play that little mahogany version. I guess that's a huge songwriter guitar now because you can pack it around and it still sounds great, but this one's been blowing my mind with the Grand Orchestra. I think they really outdid themselves.
This is a beautiful sounding guitar. Beautiful, well made, beautiful.
Well, speaking of blowing your mind with guitar, if you want to find out more about Jeff, be sure and find him on Facebook. I'm sure you're going to be back out on the road with Reba again, and whoever else pulls you in, and all the studio work you did, and the Lee Brice stuff is great.
Thanks.
And it's always just it's great to hear you play, and the reason you're one of the most popular session musicians in Nashville. I mean, everybody likes you, and you sound great. It's a win-win.
Thanks.
Well, thanks for hanging out with me on the Rockin' Review.
You bet.
All right.
Thank you
for watching.